Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Fan. In this video, I would like to share the moment I unboxed the Air 3S, Dji Air 3S. This is an upgrade from Air 3 and I would like to highlight the main features of the drone. One is a dual camera system, 2, 14 stops of dynamic range, 3, 4K 60 FPS HDR video, 4, free panorama, 5, slow motion, 6, subject focusing, 7, enhanced ISO limit, 8, flight and safety, 9, Nightscape omnidirectional obstacle sensing, 10, next gen smart RTH, meaning return to home, 11, 45-minute flight time, and 12, 04 video transmission, which can transmit the signal 20 kilometers away. As you can see that the Air 3S comes with very nice padded carrying bag. The drone itself has 42 internal storage, which is very good, and it supports H.264 and H.265 video compressor, which produce a very good quality video while saving your storage. In case you forgot SD card, you still have internal storage, not to worry about. The drone has a protector for the front sensors and the gimbal to protect them from damage while transporting. And the body itself looks very sturdy, and the weight of the drone, including the battery, is 724 grams when taken off. With this weight, you have to register your drone with Transport Canada in order to fly legally. And inside is the propellers. There are 2 sets and a half of propeller. There are 10 propellers, which are 2 sets and a half. What are there in this case? And the hard case containing 3 ND filters. It depends on how sunny, how bright the sky on the day you are flying. You can select the ND filter accordingly. The 3 filters are graded from 8, 32 and 128. They are all sitting in a hard case to protect them from damage. And next is the RC2 remote controller. It also has 32 gigabytes of internal storage with approximately 21 gigabytes available after you install all the system files and updates. In the back you can see the 2 thumb rockers, which are used to screw in the front of the joysticks. It's very convenient because they are hidden in the back of the controller. Just screw it in. Don't over tight. To me, my idea is it's better to spend about $220 Canadian to buy a built-in screen controller rather than the RC3 without a screen. Then you have to plug your phone in and download the DJI Fly app into your phone. Use your phone screen to monitor your flight, and if someone calls you while you're flying and you may be distracted, and it can cause the drone crash. This is a battery charger hub. There are 2 batteries in the hub and 1 battery in the one battery inserted in the drone in order to save the space while shipping or while packaging. You know that the 3 batteries are not fully charged because it is safe to ship by air, so you have to charge the batteries before you can fly. There are 2 sets and a half of propellers. With the Fly More combo, you have 3 batteries, and each battery you can fly 45 minutes. So with the 3 batteries you can have 135 minutes of flight. You don't have to worry about you can't complete the mission. And this is how you unfold the arms of the aircraft. The front right and the rear left use Propeller 8. This is Propeller 8 is marked on the back. You can refer to the word DJI on the backs holding the propeller and the DJI word on the body of the drone, and you will know the positions of the propellers. And the front left and the rear right will be using the Propeller B. Now let me install the Propeller 8 into the rear left motors. You see that each propeller has 3 feet underneath. These feet will go to the slots in the motor. You realize that the Propeller 8, there are a white circle in the center. Just press it down and turn 1/4 clockwise and it is locked. As being said, each propeller has 3 feet underneath which go to the slots on the motor. With the Propeller B, you're gonna install into the rear right motor and front left motor. You just push it down, turn it 1/4 counterclockwise and it is locked. Now I continue to install all the propellers and then I'm gonna charge the batteries. So I have already installed the 4 propellers and now I'm going to charge the battery. You can see the note here saying that charge to activate the intelligent flight battery before using for the first time. I'm going to remove this note. As you can see that there are 2 buttons on the 2 sides of the battery. To remove the battery, you just press and hold these 2 buttons and pull the battery out. To install it, you just push all the way in and push until you hear click. In order to optimize the power of the intelligent flight batteries, I bought a 65-watt portable charger. You can buy a 100-watt portable charger to charge the batteries faster, but I don't want to put the batteries in the risk of fire. The charger comes with the USB-C cable that I can plug into the back of the drone to directly charge it. As air regulation, all the batteries when shipped are not fully charged, so you can see only 2 bars of power on each battery. And the battery in the drone is also having only 2 bars of power. You can either charge the battery in the drone or remove the battery and put the battery in the hub to charge it. To charge the battery directly in the drone, you have to open the back cover of the drone. There is one USB-C port and 1 slot for memory card, an SD memory card. So the 65-watt portable charger comes with the USB-C that I can plug into the USB-C port in the back of the drone to charge the battery in the drone. According to DJI, if using 65 watts portable charger, it takes approximately 80 minutes to fully charge the 3 batteries. And if using 100-watt charger, it takes approximately 60 minutes to fully charge all of the batteries. Now I'm gonna use the USB-C cable plug into the charger hub and remove the battery from the drone and put it in the charger hub to charge all the batteries in the hub. As I don't want to charge the battery in the drone, I want to let the drone rest. So you see that the hub has 3 buttons in the bottom to securely hold the batteries in place for the better charging, and it won't come out unless you press a button. You can see the latch in the bottom of the hub. It works like a mechanism lock to lock the battery in place. You can also see that all the power contacts are intelligently designed to avoid short circuit. Now I'm gonna plug the USB-C into the charging hub and plug the portable charger into the power outlet. The good thing of the charger is it is foldable and portable. It's small and it doesn't take a lot of space, so you can take it to anywhere. I can see the green light is flashing. It means that the batteries are being charged, and I'm gonna plug the USB-A to USB-C cable to simultaneously charge the controller, and I leave them through the night. And the next morning I can see that all the batteries are fully charged and also the controller is fully charged. And that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like my channel. I'm going to make another video on how to do some settings on the controller before I can fly. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.